What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to PMP. This is episode 20 of the Potty Mouths podcast. And as always, I am Greg.
And I'm Vinny.
And we're here to preview the weekend to come. And Vin's going to start us off.
Dude, 20 weeks. It feels like it's been, I don't know, it went so fast. And I guess we base that off of what's going on around us as far as 11 weeks of football and college and 10 weeks in the NFL and college basketballs. Yeah, it's just wild. Time just keeps going by. With that being said, let's start off with some NCAA football for the weekend. Number 20, Clemson travels to Pitt. Pitt Panthers at home, plus the 10 points. I'm going to take the Tigers to win. I'm going to take Pitt to cover. I'm hoping Pitt would win outright, but I don't know if they have the horses to run with Clemson at this point. Pitt's been down the last couple of weeks, it feels like, and I'm thinking Clemson's going to come in here and now have an approval point for the next couple of weeks and try and bury people, but we'll see what happens with this game.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I almost want to pick a push if the line's going to stay at 10 because that's how I feel about this game exactly. It's probably right at double digits for Clemson. But I'm going to agree with you. Clemson goes to Pitt, beats a struggling Pitt team that was kind of a pretender after everything. So give me Clemson on the road, win and cover.
Yeah, that's probably the way that's going to go. Next up, AAC game, number 25, Tulane goes to the Naval Academy. Navy plus 7 at home. I like Tulane. I like the way they've been playing. I've been watching a lot of their games. I actually like them in college football. The video game too. They're fun to play with.
I'm a Memphis guy.
Yeah. No, it's there's a lot of cool little teams like this and Memphis and but I think Notre Dame took the air out of the Navy team, I should say. I think that since the game they've kind of been trending down, and I think Tulane is out to, keep winning, prove their rankings, and take this game and cover the 7 points on the road.
Again, I agree. We're not going to butt heads on this game or I believe the next one. Give me Tulane. I know we mentioned off air that Navy quarterback a little banged up, right?
Yeah, I think he's been banged up and just kind of playing through things.
Okay, so yeah, give me Tulane to fight for their slim but still playoff hopeful season to continue.
Yeah. Next game up, ACC. Back to the ACC. Virginia Cavaliers going to number 8 Notre Dame. Notre Dame minus the 23 points at home. I think Virginia keeps this game competitive. I think they keep it closer in the score per se. I would say that I think they're going to cover this game, but Notre Dame wins. I think the fourth quarter is the arch enemy here for the Cavaliers, and I think that it'll get a little bit more out of hand in the end of the fourth quarter, fourth quarter, for the Cavaliers here in this one.
Again, that's 3 for 3. We agree. UVA's been better than their record.
Yep.
So give me UVA to lose by if the line holds at 23, give me UVA to lose by probably 18, 20, something like that. So UVA loses but covers.
If there's not a time that we need your Utah Utes, it's this time. And Utah this weekend's traveling to number 17 ranked Colorado right now. Colorado minus the 11.5 at home. You know my feelings about Colorado. You know how I feel about their whole dog and pony show that they put on there. I think that this team right now is and has been clicking and moving in all the right direction. I think I told you last week Travis Hunter's the best player in football, and he has been showing that he is the best player in college football. And I am going to take the Buffaloes here at home against the Utes. I just don't know. I know the record for the Utes is 4-5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I just in the beginning of the year, I'd probably go the other way, but this isn't trending in the right directions on the road. In the right direction on the road for the Utes.
No Cam Rising always hurts them. They're always well coached. Their defense always shows up. I think Utah is going to take that loss personal to BYU. I don't think they're a soft team. I don't think they're going to fold. I think they at least cover. I could see them winning here if they get any kind of quarterback play. But give me the cover. Give me Colorado to win by 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Utah's going to scare Colorado because Utah's defense. Yeah, I always say it. Defense travels. Defense rarely takes a game off when you're that good at it. Your boy Dion said he wants to stay in college. Could be lip service.
Probably.
But didn't say he wanted to stay at Buffalo. I don't think. I think he just said I want to stay a college coach, right?
Yeah, I read that. He's like, it's all internet chit chat and this and that and so on and so forth. Hey, listen, you and I both know when Mr. Mara or Mr. Johnson say, here's the millions in dollars that we're going to hand you to coach in the NFL, and you can coach your son because one of those two shitbag teams is going to have a top pick that both need coaches because I don't think Daboll's going to make it. I think that chatter changes a little bit. I said it last week. I just don't see him sticking around in college. I don't think he's dying to win a national championship in college football. I don't think that's his goal, and I don't know what his goal is per se, but I just don't think him sticking around in Colorado like you just mentioned. We talked about it last week or last episode about where we think he could potentially land in college. I think in the next couple of weeks you'll see a lot more writing on the wall for some of these bigger schools that are supposed to maybe move on from who they have at this point. But I don't see him staying in college. I think he'll go to the NFL. I think once that opens up and once he hears dollar signs, because that's what he's about, I think that's the move he'll make, in my opinion. So,
Mike went out.
I'm sorry. Is it back?
Can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're back.
Oh, I'm back. Good. So back to the SEC, college football, number 23.
Whoa. Did you refer? I don't want to end Dion talk just yet.
I love Dion talk.
Did you refer Woody Johnson? Did you refer to him as Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, I should have said Ambassador Johnson. I apologize.
Yeah. One, he won't be making the hire. I'm sure he'll be back in London doing nothing, having expensive meals for no reason.
High tea.
So if Chris Johnson steps back into the fold, our little genius who hired Gase, right, and he also hired Saleh. If the Jets, while I like Dion, support Dion, I know he hasn't done everything the right way or, PC like, but if the Jets make an offer to Deion Sanders and they're not crawling up Ben Johnson's asshole to hire him out of Detroit, I might not watch a Jet game for the rest of my life.
Can I intervene?
Go ahead.
Number one, Aaron Rodgers is coming back next year. Okay. That's number one.
They believe that. They believe he is, yeah.
Okay. So I think Ben Johnson's a lot smarter than coming to the Jets, in my opinion, at this point.
I'm just saying they got to be up his ass. Whether
I'm not saying they're not going to
let
be.
him say no. Let him say no.
I think he will say no, and I think that's when the other shoe falls to the Deion. I mean, listen, I think the Jets are going to have a top 5 pick, right? I think the Giants are going to have a top 5 pick.
I don't know. I think if the Jets win this weekend, which I think they will, I think the Jets will actually be in like decent shape to stay out of that top 5, top 6 pick.
Don't you want to be in that conversation at this point?
I want the team to move to fucking Canada, and I want the Bengals to move to Queens. That's what I want. If you're asking me what I want.
That'd be nice.
I want Woody Johnson to sell the damn team to Mark Cuban or Cohen or Magic Johnson and a bunch of investors or A-Rod at this point. I don't care.
A-Rod and J-Lo.
It's a joke. J-Lo. Cohen's wife.
How about the guy who really loves him, the inspirational V. The last name is V. There, I forget his first name, but
Gary V.
Gary V loves the Jets. That's the
What I
guy you
would
need.
love. This is what I want.
A guy who
You have
loves the
all
team.
these.
We talked about this.
You have a Gary V. I don't know enough about him to make fun of him or
fair
whatever.
enough.
I'm ignoring that comment. Because I'm a little riled up now. This is my Greggy Vidivici. What the fuck?
Yeah. Let it go.
This is what I want. No, I'm not even that mad. This is what I want.
No, you are.
You have
That's
all
fine.
these celebs, right? Making a lot of money, very successful. Form a group. Sandler.
Yeah.
Kevin James. Is Kimmel a Jet fan? What's his name? The writer, the guy who created Game of Thrones. Huge Jet fan. Like, pull your damn money together.
Rich Eisen.
Rub elbows with investors. Buy the fucking Jets. Could you imagine?
I have great ownership of the Mets. That's all I care about.
Who's the guy? The Curb guy, the Seinfeld guy? Isn't he a big Jet fan?
Larry David.
Larry David, like, pull your fucking money together. No one's gonna say no. You know how great that would be if Goodell could be like with Adam Sandler at meetings. Like, that's hilarious. Never gonna happen. But it's a great investment. That's another thing too. Michael Kay tells the story once a year that after Woody bought the Jets, Michael Kay ran into Woody Johnson after he bought the Jets and said, "That's a good investment, good job." And Woody Johnson said, "No, it's not." Woody Johnson thought that buying the Jets was a waste of money. He doesn't have the foresight, brains, business acumen to know that the value of these teams are going to skyrocket. That's who your owner is. Jet fans, that's who your owner is. A guy who just thought he was wasting money on a team for no good fucking reason, and he's not smart enough to see business trends and values and cost of ownership and inflation and value. Like, he's a fucking moron. He's a little fuck. I say it again. He's a fucking weasel. Anyway, don't hire John. Hire a guy with experience, unless it's Ben Johnson. That is all.
Let's just touch base on this quick since we're talking about this. The Jets are top 7 in the NFL in value. Okay, they make $677 million a year as a losing team.
How? And Woody Johnson thought it was a bad investment.
In the top 7, there's only one playoff team. In the top 10, there's only 2. So these guys don't care. I told you, and I explained this to you last week too. And I'll bring up Jed York. Their value of the Niners is $7.4 billion. Guy cares about the team, cares about the organization, goes out and signs the right guys. The Jets and the Giants are number 4. The problem is the old man Mara. He loved the Giants, and that's when they won. This shitbag, he can care less. And I don't watch Hard Knocks. I don't watch any of that nonsense because I think it's all bullshit. But he's clueless. He's absolutely clueless. And if you want to talk about number 1 clueless, which I've talked about week in and week out, it's Jerry Jones at number 1. The team's worth $11 billion. So
the last thing I ever wanted was this to be a Jets, Giants, Cowboys podcast, but
here we are. It's football season.
They're so bad you have to talk about them. It's annoying.
And the only other team that's in there is number 9, and I don't know who owns the Eagles, but they do a good job with them, right, in the last couple of years. So
I don't know who owns them either, but yeah, they do things right.
Right. I mean, you don't have to like Sirianni, and you don't have to agree with what they do, but like whatever. Like they're in conversations every year. They're competitive. Jalen Hurts is good. They sign guys. They trade for AJ Brown. I mean, they make smart moves, which shows that they care about the team. Not letting one guy run it like it's like he's the owner, which is what the Jets do. But it's time to move on. It's time to move on from the Jets because you're getting heated, and we could be here all day with the Jets talking about them. It's just bad. It's
funny because midweek I'll talk to you, my friend Anthony, most of my friends, from childhood and high school and stuff. Most all of us are Jets fans. I feel nothing on game day. There's an interception. There's a touchdown. I don't care.
Move on.
I just kind of sit there like a sports zombie. But midweek talking to people, I get a little riled up.
It's not
I
worth
don't know
it.
why. It's not worth my time. They're not worth
My mom's riled up about Lindor being on the second team MLB, but that's another conversation for another day. Angry.
I don't even
Sending
know where
out
we are.
angry.
Colorado doesn't cover.
Angry texts. Sending out angry texts. Let's get back to
my
this.
Mom.
Yeah,
my mom
same
hates
thing,
Ohtani
right?
for some reason. I think it's funny.
I agree with her.
You hate
SEC.
Ohtani?
I just don't. What's he's. I don't know what everybody likes him as a little dog. Like, what's the like about him? I know he's a great baseball player. I'm not taking that. There's nothing about him that I'm like, oh my god, like he's.
No.
I don't. There's other guys that I like more. I like Parker Meadows better from the Detroit Tigers. How about that?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Good
Next
playoffs.
game.
Number 23 Missouri at number 21 USC. This is a wild line to me. USC meaning South Carolina. South Carolina minus the 13.5 at home is, I guess, Missouri's quarterback's not playing like last week, I assume. Do you know anything about that?
Know? LSU got trounced by Jalen Milroe. I have no idea.
You missed the SEC.
Know it's the only. I just know it's a good. I did not follow Missouri this week.
You didn't.
I should know. You're right.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. South Carolina is going to fucking murder them at home. Gamecocks by 1 million.
Yeah, by 1 million.
I don't care who's that quarterback. You could sign Drew Brees.
Yeah, let him play.
Get Will Levis off the Titans. He sucks. I'm pissed off. I hate the Jets.
Good. We need you angry. We need you going.
I fucking hate sports
bold.
sometimes. My Bulls beat those stupid ass Knicks, baby. Nice foul, Josh Hart, you moron.
Oh God, I hate the NBA. Let's finish this up. Number 7, Tennessee travels to Georgia.
Finally, 12, a good game to talk about. Let's go.
Finally, the Dogs minus the 10 points at home against the number 7 team. I don't know. Carson, are they making a quarterback change? Because I think you talk about people who are not good. He's not good. And you can blame the Cavendish twin that he dates. You can do whatever you want. Turns the ball over constantly.
I'm not blaming.
Not you. That's what the public, not you. I'm taking the Vols here. The Dogs are out. They're not going to make the playoffs. It's over. Kirby Smart retires, and Dion goes to Georgia.
If Paul Skenes throws 7 wild pitches in opening day next week, next season, people really going to blame Livy Dunn?
Can't blame her.
Are people really doing that?
I mean, Rick Ankiel did throw like 7 wild pitches in a game, if you remember that.
Is she the one at Miami? They probably don't even see each other midweek.
Oh, I'm sure her NIL deal that makes her $1 billion gets her a plane to wherever she wants to go.
Yeah, not on a Tuesday.
You never know.
Flies for games.
This isn't 1985.
Things are different. Livy's in New York a ton. But what are we talking about? Oh, Nico. I think he's just got out of concussion protocol. I know about that quarterback. But listen, Georgia, they're the better team. They're deeper. You disagree with that? Did you make a noise? I thought I heard you make a noise.
No, my noise is that you go into Texas and you absolutely obliterate them, and then you lay down for some other teams. So I don't know.
Yeah, but that was a desperate Ole Miss team. That was ugly weather. So I'll give them a slight pass. And they had Bama. They had Bama late when they shouldn't have been in that game. That was impressive. I think Georgia's better than Tennessee. All hell will break loose if Tennessee wins this, I think, because now SEC. I know that SEC fans on Twitter and all that nonsense are saying that the committee has something against them. Kind of see their point when Penn State is at 4. I'm not one of those SEC fans that's going to be like, oh, they're out for they don't want us because they have 8 teams in the top 25. SEC will be just fine. The voters will know how good you are. I said it last episode. Or last week maybe, that LSU team with 2 losses still won the BCS title. If you win your games, you get respect, and if you lose close ones in the SEC, you'll get your respect. With that said, I think Georgia needs to kind of make a statement if they can. show the voters that they're not the 12th best team in the country, and they are better than Penn State. They are better than BYU, even with bad quarterback play. So give me Georgia. Give me the Dogs to win. They're going to barely cover. They're going to win. I'd like to see them trounce Tennessee. No offense to Tennessee. I'd like to
Yeah,
see
really?
Georgia kind of let everyone know they're back. But give me Georgia to win by close to 14, maybe even higher than that.
Interesting. All right, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Is that a night game?
Yes. When I do the outline, little behind the scenes, I do them in kickoff order. So Clemson's
Oh, okay,
noon.
got it. I figured that. Okay, I should know that, but okay, cool.
No, I don't think I ever told you that. That's how I do it.
All right.
All right, I'm done. I've let off some steam, Bennett.
Good.
It's time for trivia.
Oh boy. I'm ready.
Vinny and I can't hear sound right now. I think my computer. I think I bought it when Beth Miles was still coaching. But it's time for trivia. Vincent. I'm not.
Damn, that's a good one. Oh boy. Kentucky Wildcats. Was I close? Geographically? Ooh. Do you talk about? Ooh, you got me on that one. Yeah. All right. Go Black Knights. Good for them. I don't know what their strength of schedule has been, but that's good. Mm. Uh, makes sense. I mean, like that Pacific Northwest tree world out there. Really? Oh, that's incredible. That's cool. What can I ask what made them change it? Is it just like a marketing thing? Oh, I didn't know. I just yes, I am. Yeah. Yellow. Yellow. Wow. What Yeah, they should do like a throwback to that. I've never seen them do anything like that. Like, is that an Never to Forget? Rose. I didn't do good. Yeah. No, you didn't. I didn't. I honestly try to avoid any NBA games. Was it funny? Wait, against who? Because I thought I saw him do something ridiculous, but yeah. Is this the game? Is this the game that Nike had posted for Jalen Green to show them that he's a real Nike athlete as opposed to him? Yeah, me too. But yeah, first what's on the docket was the Commanders at the Eagles. The Eagles were favored by 3.5 last night. Uh, Slow game in the beginning. First half was kind of meh. Couple missed field goals. I think it was windy in Philly last night, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't watch the game. I don't watch games on platforms. And for those who haven't joined us, or first joining us and understanding, I don't do any of that. I have no, and I had a lot of fantasy implications here last night, but Eagles on top 26-18 last night. Did you get to watch this on the what was it on last night? Amazon TV? Amazon Prime. Yeah, that's exciting. Yep. Mm. Mr. Hertz. Yeah, much better. I think I went to bed at halftime. Like I wasn't watching it anyway. I think I was scrolling through my phone, looking at scores for the for NCAA hoops last night, just checking in to see who's not covered. Score at half, I think, was like what 10-3 or something like that, or whatever it was. But I woke up and I saw a lot of points scored, and yeah, good win for the Eagles. I didn't watch it, like I said, but Jaden Daniels. These are the games. If I'm going to look at stats, I'm going to look at stats, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm looking at stats, and I think that Jaden Daniels. This is a game where he has to come out and light the world on fire because the lights are on. He is up for all these conversations, and you're 191, one touchdown, one pick.
He played fine. The pick was late. They were already down.
Fun.
Jake Elliott missed 2 field goals right away. They were in control of the game.
They were.
Eckler found all sorts of space, but they locked down the kid Mitchell, I think his name is. And I guess Slay was on him a couple times, but I think he's Mitchell. Whoever the cornerback on Philly was, absolutely blanketed McLaurin the whole game. I think McLaurin had 1 catch for 9 yards.
Yeah, he didn't get a target in the first half.
That was the game. Jaden had to use his running backs a lot in the passing game, which is fine. Eckler's great. But it was really like a tight end game. I don't know. I was watching the game. I texted my buddy, go, why didn't the Commanders make a trade for a receiver? Someone cheap, but I know they probably have long-term plans. And I know Adam Schefter said that team players wanted to be traded down there, new ownership, new stud quarterback. So I see what you're saying, but I think the Commanders are just fine. It's a game on the road. It's a short week. They will play again, and I think the Washington might be more prepared for that. And they'll get their kicker back. Not that what is it, Zane Gonzalez, whatever his name is. He's been,
You
I
love
think,
him.
perfect.
You love him.
I love their kicker. Cybers. I am currently in 3 leagues. I have 2 kickers in fantasy because I refuse to drop the Commanders kick.
It's unbelievable. It's true too. I believe it. I believe every word that you're saying.
All right, I hear you.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I believe every word that you're saying here, and I'm not disagreeing with anything.
When you and pause before I say this, pause. But when you like a guy, you like a guy.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Bengals Chargers here. Bengals at the Chargers. The Chargers minus the 1.5. I just got an update. T. Higgins is going to play, which is huge for the Bengals.
Ooh, baby, let's go Bengals.
I'm gonna take Joe Burrow here and the Bengals on the road. Win big. Making Harbaugh
win big. The Chargers defense is giving up fewest points per game.
Have they had to cover a guy named Jamar Chase at all this year? No.
Probably not.
Had they played against a quarterback like Joe Burrow?
No, they play Mahomes twice a year. But
Joe Burrow's a better quarterback.
Now that you say that, let's look up a little.
Joe Burrow's a better.
I agree.
Quarterback, right?
Current
day,
I absolutely agree.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I think if Burrow can sleep his way up to the top, if he can slip into the playoffs.
Bo Nix, is he better than Burrows?
I think Burrow's going to get some MVP votes.
Oh, the Chargers really haven't. They played the Chiefs.
So the Chargers had to cover CeeDee Lamb. Oh, that was preseason. No, I'm wrong. The Chargers.
Chiefs. That's it. Put the Raiders out there? I don't think so. Panthers, Steelers.
I don't think the Chargers have had. I don't know. Yeah, the Chargers have had.
Browns, Saints, Cardinals, Broncos. What kind of schedule is this? Is this preseason?
That's what Titans. That's when you brought up Miami comparing their stats to that LSU national championship team. This is kind of what I meant. Like if you play nobody, your stats are going to be great.
Look at this gauntlet they have coming up. The Chargers, the Bengals this weekend, Ravens
loss
at the Falcons,
loss
at the Chiefs,
loss,
Bucks,
loss.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Coach Harbaugh.
Nah, but I'm kidding. But Harbaugh has them playing very well. The running game is great. Their offensive line is great, and Herbert finally looked very good this last game. He was slinging it, but they kind of tore down what they had to build it back up in the offseason. But yeah, I did not know their schedule was that weak. Yeah, they gave up 20 points to Justin Fields and the Steelers, huh?
Wow. Justin Fields.
Yeah, give me the Bengals here.
All right. Let's move on. Ravens at the Steelers.
Give me my Bengals here. Give me my Bengals here.
Your Cincinnati Queens Bengals. All right.
Let's go.
Ravens at the Steelers. Steelers plus the 3 at home. Ravens win, Steelers cover. I can't see this any other way, in my opinion. But once again, I've been wrong a lot. So
Ravens win, Steelers cover. That's what we say, right?
Yeah.
This is good. This is going to be a good one.
Really?
Give me.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Steelers win. I can tell. I can feel it. You're thinking that because you love Russell Wilson.
I do not love. I do not love Mr. Unlimited.
Ride or die, Russell Wilson.
Give me the Ravens. They're the better team. Give me the Ravens to win by 7.
Can't look into it too much. Can't look into it. Atlanta travels to Denver this weekend. Falcons on the road. Broncos minus the 2.5. I don't understand this. They might know something that I don't.
Good offense versus a good defense.
Oh, man.
On grass.
A new grass. They put down new grass this week, actually. I'm taking the Falcons.
Mike went out.
Bijan. Why?
It's probably why I we don't get views or listeners.
Are you muting me? Is that the problem?
Anything. You're fucking.
I'll take the Falcons.
Computer.
I'm not buying into the Broncos. Whatever you try and hype them up as, I'm done with that.
Defense. It's all defense.
I know, but you need to score points too. And Bo Nix, whatever. I know he had like a good quarter against the Chiefs last week, but I'm kind of
good drive.
He stinks.
Falcons tough loss on the road to the Saints.
Back-to-back road games. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back-to-back losses for the Falcons. Give me the Broncos to win by 3.
Game of the week: Chiefs at the Bills. Right, fair to say.
It's always the game of the week when these two teams. I don't know. Ravens Steelers might have something to say about that this year, but this is always a fun one. Even though the Bills don't have the weapons that Kansas City does and will soon have. Juju's back. I just totally pushed Vin aside on this. I don't know why. No, Juju's back for the Chiefs. Hopkins being a problem for opponents has opened up Kelsey. Pacheco has been practicing. I don't think he's playing this week.
He's not playing.
But Kansas City, I don't think they fear anyone. I don't think they're worried about Bills Mafia. I think Kansas City would probably throw some people through a table if they could. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs to rain on Josh Allen's MVP parade.
This would be a really good TLC match, actually, now that you mention it.
Lisa Left Eye?
No, Table Ladders and Chairs.
Oh.
But you want to talk about
90s
Lisa Left Eye,
90s R&B
waterfalls? Yeah, that's not going to cut it here, bud. I'll take the Bills. I think this is the time where Chiefs go down for the first time this year. Josh Allen has a great game. Cook on the ground. I think that's usually my recipe for the Bills. When Cook goes, they go, and hopefully they can get going.
No Kincaid, no Coleman, I believe.
Potatoes.
Okay.
Whatever. I'll take the Bills.
Interesting. All right. Finally, we disagree on a very big game, huh?
It's fun.
What'd you do? Did you take Tennessee? Did you take the Tennessee Vols?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. I'm going to take them to outright win.
Ooh, so we disagree on the two biggest games of the weekend in football.
Yep.
All right.
It's okay.
It's fine. We don't have to get along.
No, not at all.
Just got to respect one another. I just played the flush sound. We can't hear it. We're a disaster. But it's time for Flush, Wipe, Dipe. If you're new to the show, seeing it for the first time, Flush, Wipe, Dipe. It's our version of, F, Marry, Kill. If you flush someone, you're killing them, getting them out of there. If you wipe someone, you keep them around a little bit, get them on the little TP. So that would be the F part. And then marry would be dipe because you're stuck with them. You keep them in your little diaper, and you keep them with you. So Vin, flush, wipe, dipe. You want? I have young, MLB, and NFL. What do you want to do first?
What was the first choice?
Young, MLB, and NFL.
I'll take young for 100.
Young, boom, young. Vin, flush, wipe, or dipe? Which of these young stars in their own sport, in their respective sport, would you rather be for the next 15 years?
Wow. Okay.
Jaden Daniels, Victor Wembanyama, Jackson Merrill.
That's interesting. Wow.
Now the easy answer is just to go. Yeah, you're gonna flush the basketball player because you don't love basketball, right?
Well, let's solidify here.
He's gonna make a lot of money. He's gonna make a lot of money.
We're talking like career sports, right? Like not like
who would you want? No, you
outside
wake up
sports.
you wake up tomorrow, and you are either Jaden Daniels, Victor Wembanyama,
Okay,
or
I'm ready.
or
I'm ready. I have
Jackson
my
Merrill,
answer.
and there's a note on your bed from a stranger says, "Enjoy the next 20 years."
All right,
Who do
I'm gonna
you look in the
flush.
mirror? Who do you look in the mirror and you want to be?
I'm gonna flush Merrill, and I like him a lot. I think he's a good. I think he's a good player. I think he's. I think a lot of the young MLB talent this last 2 years is really really good, and he's part of that. 182 games is a lot. I don't know who's gonna pay me. Meaning San Diego. I don't think it's going to. But I'll wipe Jaden Daniels, and I'll want to be Wembanyama because I want to be known as the best basketball player ever to play. And I think there's a chance in conversation in a couple of years that you have that conversation with him because I'm tired of hearing about LeBron. So if it's my goal in life is to be everything and better and make more money than LeBron James ever made because he's a shitbag and I hate it. And Jordan is the best player to ever play. It's not even a conversation. Yeah, no. Yeah, longevity. Yeah, baseball's tough. Like, yeah, you get hurt, and it's not, I can rest for the week, get back on Sunday, and play. It's a different ball game. And if it's really really long term, and then it's not good for you.
All right, I'll let you pick again: MLB or NFL.
NFL, 200.
Nice, you made the right choice because I don't even like this question, and so you're gonna be bored by it.
Okay.
Vin, flush, wipe, or dipe? I think I know what you're flushing based off what our Eagles and the Commanders' reaction. But flush, wipe, or dipe? Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football.
Flush Thursday night football.
Yeah,
Wipe.
it's easy, right?
Wipe. Yeah. It's just a timing thing for me. Both of those Sunday night and Monday night games, they're late, and I'm going to bed usually pretty early, unless the Niners are on, honestly. So it's a toss up with either one of them. You know, you can mix in either way for me on that one. I don't really have a like. Okay. So here's the problem. Like, I'd stay up for Bills Chiefs at 8:20, and you're gonna stay up for Bengals Chargers 8:20. I'm gonna go to bed. And Monday night's game should have been flexed out onto a Portuguese platform somewhere where nobody can watch it because nobody cares about the Texans and Cowboys.
Mike went out. Mike went out after Portuguese platform.
Oh, am I back? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Nobody cares about the Cowboys, and that's the Monday night game. That game should have been sent overseas somewhere. Nobody cares. So I'll wipe
It's the
Monday
battle
night
for
and
Texas.
I'll wipe Monday night and dipe Sunday night. I'll do that because I feel like the Sunday games have been better anyway. So fair.
Can I answer this?
Of course, you can answer anything you want.
I'm flushing Sunday night.
Terrible.
I am wiping. I'm wiping both Thursday and Monday. I do like the Manning case a lot, but I'm keeping Thursday night football around because I'm in love with Taylor Rooks. Boom, I said it.
I don't even know who that is, so it's fine.
You don't know who Taylor Rooks is?
No.
She was
Does he play
on
baseball?
SNY for a hot minute. That's how I
No,
know.
I don't know who that is. I know
right,
Brandon Rooker, who plays
All
for
right.
the Oakland Athletics.
Third and his name's Brent, so you don't know him.
I guess I don't.
All right. Last one. With the news that apparently Juan Soto was very impressed with the Red Sox, what do you call it? Red Sox
Brass.
presentation.
Yeah.
to the by the brass and the presentation. Vin, flush, wipe, or dipe? Your plan B for the Mets if you miss out on Juan Soto. Willie Adames, Mr. Santander, Teoscar Hernandez.
God. All right. So we're just talking right field replacement. Is that basically what this comes down to, or no?
Well, Adames is an infielder. I just kind of figured he's one of the better bats out there.
Yeah, but there's other better bats that you didn't mention. But well, yeah, he'd be one of them. No, I think the Phillies are going to sign Bregman. Christian Walker is up there. Because they can and they will, and they don't care about their pitching. I guess, who's the third baseman? Oh, no, they're trading him. They already said that. He's on the trading block. Bryson Stott? Dax Shepard? Stott. Brandon Stott. Stott. Brome? Alex Brome? Well, he's on the block. He's on the block because nobody likes him, and he stinks. Okay. So, anyways, Bregman's going to be a Philly. They don't care about pitching. We're taking the best bat out of this group. All right, I'll flush Teoscar Hernandez. I'll wipe. Adames doesn't fit in the Mets. He doesn't fit in. I don't. Where do you play him? Yeah, that's nonsense. Talk about Arson Judge. Jesus. There's somebody reported they offered him like a 7-year contract or something like that, but nobody else. There's like one outlet that said that, but nobody else. Where's he playing? That's a bad joke. Number one. Wait. Talk to me about where Adames plays. That's just saying that Alonso's not coming back. I don't know what you did. You have like the mute button there, I think. It all hinges on Alonso. Right? All right. I'm flushing. I'm just gonna swap. Oh, okay. I'm gonna flush Teoscar Hernandez. I'm gonna wipe Santander, and then I'll dive up Adames because he is the best bat, and he's the. I don't know how. Yeah, if he's gonna, if it's an option, I'd do that. He's good. No. Worse? I just don't know. I think it's. I just there's so many moving parts here that we have. I don't know. The more that I'm reading into this Soto thing, and it's more I'm like, oh man, I let him go back to the Yankees. Like just sign with the. No, I don't see him going to a team less than the Yankees in that division, and the Red Sox is obviously one of them. There was a bunch of questions that he asked the brass yesterday. What do you think? The questions were well, the presentation was really about like all that Dominican families, like the heritage of what the Red Sox have done for Dominican guys, and I guess like Ortiz and those guys. I don't know who was there. I don't know what the presentation was, but it's a good sell. It's a sell. Yeah. But I think the question was about the facilities at Fenway. I don't know what that probably can't be up there as far as like as advanced as like a new city for Yankee Stadium or something like that. The culture of winning.
Fenway's new. Fenway's recent.
The the culture of winning, as far as like what their plan is going forward, how they're going to get better, and how they rate and view talent. Now, I don't know if he had a list of guys that would like top 5 guys that he thinks are like talented to be like, hey, where do these guys rank in your, your scouting opinion? And so I don't know how that worked per se, but those were his main focus points. So I don't know exactly what the answers were to any of those questions. But no,
you want to scare the shit out of the Yankees?
I mean,
you want to scare the shit out of the
too.
Yankees if you're is it still Henry? Is it still Henry up in Boston? John Henry or whatever?
Oh, yeah, John Henry. I don't know who's up there.
Whoever the owner is. But if you're serious and you can land Soto, you stay on the phone with Boris and you go, give me Alonso. And you put Alonso in between Soto and Devers. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. I mean, I just don't. We're not talking about a team that really kind of has that kind of money, and that's the problem with something like that.
Yeah, but they're in on Soto. World. If they're in on Soto, they're willing to spend $600 million.
That's it. But that's it then, I think, right? I mean, what other options do you have? I mean, I don't know what the contract is. I don't see him taking it. He's not taking a deferred contract like Ohtani. He already said that. So back to my original point. My point is that if and there's a lot of different roads to go down with this conversation, but if the Mets have Juan Soto in the Dodgers series, do they win? Are you thinking about this? You are. You were thinking deep about that just now. Because
they got killed in all those losses, so probably no, they don't.
So long term.
But if you have Soto and Burns,
well, that's the other roads we go down, right? Like that's really the answer to the equation. Like it's Burns, right? It's a guy like Crochet. It's a guy like Tanner Scott. Like to me, if the Mets,
you and your brother want Crochet, and I think you both.
I'm not. I don't.
You and your brother want Crochet, and I think you guys are crazy.
I didn't say want him. Did I say that? I'm just mentioning names that are involved.
I figured you want them because you brought them up.
No, I'm just mentioning guys that are out there as far as like that I think would be more beneficial to the Mets, right? Let's just say Alonso resigns and Santander's in right field, and you just got those pitchers that you just mentioned, or the Japanese kid because he's lights out too. Now I don't know what his minor league contract deal means, and I have no idea what international money is and so on. I have no idea.
I heard it's a 2-team race, and I think it's Dodgers Padres for him.
I heard it was 3 teams, and it was Dodgers, Padres, and the Mets for some reason, or the Mets and the Yankees. It was East Coast, West Coast, and those were the only teams. And I don't know where the Cubs fall in this because I don't know if Manga or whatever is part of this, or Suzuki. I have no idea what the relationship is. And who the hell wants to play in Chicago anyway? Right now, at least.
Hopefully Pete.
Yeah, that. I mean, so back to what I'm saying. So Soto goes back to the Yankees. They spend the money. They have a ton of holes to fill. Second base, starting pitching's obviously brutal. Where does he benefit the most aside from the Dodgers in winning again next year and going forward? Like just pencil him in, they're gonna win. He didn't help the Yankees, obviously. They couldn't even. If people in the Dodgers organization are ranking the Yankees the 8th seed, if they reseeded the playoffs, no, he helped. I'm saying in the World Series.
Who didn't help the Yankees?
They didn't win.
Vin, he was on base 4 games. In Game 5.
They lost. You could be on base every fucking time. What's the difference?
He didn't have the error. He had nothing to do with that collapse in that inning, and he was on base 4 times.
Okay. When people in the Dodgers organization
arguably the best player,
if you reseeded the playoffs, the Yankees would have been the 8th seed. They put the Mets, the Padres, and the Guardians way ahead of them.
They embarrassed the Guardians. They crushed the.
They didn't embarrass them. Every game was extra innings.
They crushed the Royals.
Okay, so when Dave Roberts goes on a
score.
podcast and tells you that the
They had
Padres was their World Series,
Vin.
World Series, Dave Roberts says our World Series was against the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, that's just because that's their rival, and all these morons thought that the Padres were gonna make and win the World Series. Me included, I think.
I just don't. I'm not disagreeing that he obviously
the Yankees.
hit the Yankees. If he goes back there, they're obviously, they're gonna win like they did last year. They're gonna perform like they did, but they have such obvious holes in so many places, especially in the infield. And their pitching staff, right? Because that's what the biggest problem was. You can say you're right. He was on base 100 times, and yeah,
the Yankees don't bring back Soto. If the Yankees don't bring back Soto,
yeah,
they might miss the playoffs.
What happens if they bring in Burns, Bregman, Alonso? Or Santander?
Yeah, well,
I mean, you know what I mean. So there's
then they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I'm just.
But
it's a long time.
Are they gonna? I think Cashman's gonna make one offer, and your mic hasn't been going out. You're just very delayed. So I see your mouth moving and nothing's coming. So anyway,
sorry.
I think Cashman's gonna make one fair offer, then move on.
Yeah.
But I don't see them adding. Hal's not a spender.
Well, then you can enjoy the basement. You can go play in.
So Tampa. Dave Roberts. Hold on. Dave Roberts said. Let me just make sure I heard you correctly. Dave Roberts said that the Yankees would have been the 8th seed. Is that who's?
No, a couple different guys on the Dodgers said that if you reseeded it, they would be the 7th or 8th seed.
I mean, if it's just a troll job, it's hilarious. I don't know why they would care, but I think that's that's crazy.
I think it's great.
They clearly won the AL. They won the AL, so they by default they're better than 3 teams.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's gonna go. Bullet's gonna go right through you, right into Clayton Kershaw's gut. This dad bod. I loved it.
Next up.
All right, on to flush picks. And then we'll do a little pop culture minute, and then we'll get you the hell out of here so you can enjoy the weekend and watch some good games. Oh, and I was trying not to mention it, but it is a bit. It's a thing. People are gonna watch it. I don't love one half of the match, the fight tonight. Is Tyson Paul. I will be watching. I really hope Tyson can. I don't want to say shock the world, but I really hope he has his head speed. I hope he still has his power. And I hope White Boy gets rocked and knocked out for a very long time. Probably not going to happen. I really don't want to watch an old man, a former great, get beat up. But it's probably what's going to happen because he's, 30 years younger and how like almost a foot taller it feels like. So anyway, let's go Tyson, Team Tyson. And also tomorrow, Stipe Miocic finally fighting UFC 309, finally fighting John Jones. That should be fun. I'm on Team Jones. I think the Miocic is a little boring, and watching Miocic go down by DC punch to the face in that first fight, I think Jones will make easy work, either striking or just being too big and too much of a better wrestler than his opponents. So give me Jones, give me Tyson. I hope I'm right, especially with Jones. But all right, so I had to mention those flush picks. Let me find the graphic. Drew. And of course it's not centered because I don't know what's going on today. All right, so Vin, good weekend last weekend. You are now 7-3 in NCAA. I'm jealous, and you are 6-4 in NFL. I am 5-4-1 in college. Bad 2 weeks back to back for me in college. I am 5-5 in NFL. I am not happy. But my picks this week. In college, give me JMU, the -3 on the road against Old Dominion. So give me JMU on the road, -3 on the road at Old Dominion. And in the NFL, give me the Miami Dolphins -7 at home against the Raiders.
My picks this week, college football. I'm going to take the Kansas State Wildcats at home against, I think it's Arizona State Sun Devils. It wasn't, like I said, there wasn't a lot of college games. I was like, oh wow, this is really exciting. Oh wow, this doesn't do it for me. And I'm gonna take the game of the week, Buffalo Bills at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are my two flush picks. Hopefully, we can keep the ball rolling here and win some money.
One game I did like, I almost made my flush pick. Washington State at New Mexico, 10.5-point favorite. So keep an eye on that if you're following us and betting with us. All right, last thing I wanted to. You can't see the damn pick. I wanted to send you this pick and get a reaction.
Send it to me. Let me laugh.
All right, I'll send it. No, it's not a laugh. It's a. All right, give me a second. All right. First thing, I have two things for the pop culture minute. So let me get that all squared. The pop culture minute. First thing, Vin, we mentioned it weeks ago. I actually sat down and watched every episode, all 8.
Wow.
The Penguin, probably the best show I've watched on television since Breaking Bad.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I couldn't tell you that.
I can't recommend it enough. I can't tell you enough. I quit on The Sopranos, but what I know, what I've seen, I quit halfway through this. Well, I quit like after season 6 of The Sopranos. Couldn't keep me. In 8 episodes of one season, Penguin did everything and more that The Sopranos was trying to do. I loved it. Can't recommend it enough. If you're listening to this, if you have my number, if you want to watch this and you want to know what you need to know before watching this, it's really simple, really quick. If you never saw the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, message me before you start The Penguin, and I'll tell you what you need to know. And now I will put up the next image for our fans. There is a movie coming out called, I believe, The Waltz with Brando. So it's Marlon Brando. The picture is up. Looks like it's phenomenal. Looks like an interesting story. And I'm going to send Vin in real time the picture of Marlon Brando right there.
I got a story for you after this.
A second, I'm just scrolling. Yeah. No. Let's do it now. Kill time.
So MLB released Top Series 2 Chrome cards. And in the Top Series 2 drop, they have all the rookies sign a 1-of-1 card with their rookie debut patch from their first game. And in this,
Paul Skenes and the Pirates want it?
Paul Skenes and the Pirates want it. Okay? I'm sure you've seen it, right? You saw the offer? The offer is insane.
I saw the headline.
All right. So what the Pirates are offering...
So season tickets for 30 years?
Okay. Pirates are offering... So if you pull this card, like you go to Target and it's in a box that you buy, and you pull this 1-of-1 Paul Skenes signed pro debut autograph, you're getting from the Pirates, and by the way, there's a second part to this, and you're gonna try and go get all these cards now. 2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years. A softball game for 30 at PNC Park, coaching from Pirates alumni. I would love Andy Van Slyke to be coaching me because he was amazing. A spring training experience like no other. You get a private tour of Pirate City, meet and greet with Paul Skenes, 2 Paul Skenes autographed jerseys, taking batting practice warm-up with the team, and other unique experiences at Pirate City and Lecom Park, which is their minor league facility. Now, I just got an update on my phone. Livy Dunn says, the person who finds the card can sit with me at the game in my suite.
Didn't even know she had a suite.
Me neither. That was the first time I figured that out, too.
All right, you got to. Where do I get these boxes? I mean, I'm damn near 40. I'm not going to be creeping on Livy, but
That
that'd be a cool
Pirates experience would be sick. Yeah, I mean the whole thing would be sick. So, anyways, yeah, Topps put out. So you had
I'd make a
Ellie's out
lot of
there.
money. Make a lot of money off those tickets too.
Ellie's out there. Colton Cow's is, I think, the only real big guy that was picked found so far. But there was bounties for Volpe last year that were in the 150 to 200,000. It's nuts.
How much? Wait. So it's a pack.
Go. So it's a 1-of-1 card that's released from this series of Topps that just came out, and they're in all of there's hobby boxes, there's jumbo boxes, there's a whole bunch of different variations of how they sell them. Boxes can cost $50, or boxes.
It means nothing to me. Can I go to a store and buy this box?
Yes,
no, right?
Of course. I just said you can go to Target, Walmart, wherever they sell Topps Chrome Update Series 2. There you go. There's your answer.
All right, cool. Hopefully someone else will step up and do something cool too, like a different all-star.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Vin, did you get the picture?
Yes. I don't believe that's real, by the way.
What?
That looks amazing. He looks amazing.
Do you know who that is?
Matthew McConaughey.
I was trying to fool you to make you think that was just a picture from set. That's Billy Zane.
No
playing
way.
Marlon Brando in this movie.
He looks ridiculous.
The makeup looks
insane.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it really does.
So I don't know when this movie comes out. I should know that, but it looks phenomenal. Billy Zane, I haven't heard his name in ages.
I don't know who that is.
But he's crushing it. There's also another image. He's an actor from the late 90s who kind of disappeared. I forgot he played like the purple superhero. This was like some cheesy movie. What the hell was it called?
Shazam.
Good looking dude. The Phantom. Remember the Phantom? He's in Titanic. He's in Back to the Future.
Oh, he was in cool movies, and then all of a sudden he fell off the face.
He was in Tombstone.
Oh yeah, one of the best.
He was in Back to the Future Part 2. He was in Zoolander.
Yeah, good movie. I got to see him without the Marlon Brando makeup.
All right, you'll be surprised. All right. So that is our story. Vin saw the picture. You all saw the picture. Go watch the Penguin. Go bet JMU. Let's go Canes. Let's go Tigers. Let's go Bengals. Let's go Niners.
Canes are off.
Yeah, well, they can't lose. So let's go.
That's right. Let's go.
Can't lose to the bye week. So
nope.
All right. As always, please like, follow, comment, subscribe. Have a great weekend. Sorry for the audio issues and video issues. We're off centered here. Whatever.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, Vinny. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. Let's go Niners.